SWR
99.9.
Okay, welcome back to the Twilight Zone. Bit of Blink 182 there with Edging. As promised before, it is time for our interview with James, Chris and Lockie. How are you there, boys?
Doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Excellent.
Thanks for having us.
I better turn your mic on.
Yes.
Yeah, no, great to have you here, James. It's
It's
about
all
third
right.
time in now, I think.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah. So what are you guys up to?
Lots of gigs.
Yes,
Lots of
gigging a
gigs.
lot.
Lots of rock and
You
roll.
play
Yes.
36 times
Yeah.
last year, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we played all over Sydney. We went to Dubbo and
Yeah, that was fun.
Wollongong. Yeah, we all jumped in the van and it was like a 6-hour drive. He slept the whole time.
Yeah, he slept. And
I'm older than
we,
these
I mean,
guys.
you know, we're filming content and
yeah,
having fun.
yeah, doing all kinds of band activities that's not radio friendly.
So you doing your own songs? Are you doing some covers as well? Or?
Yeah, we're doing mostly the songs I've written, and then we'll throw in some ACDC songs as well.
Yeah, that's why
So,
not.
yeah, just whatever we have to fill in, I guess.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're three-piece at the moment, but you're looking for a drummer, I believe,
moment,
or a
Yes,
full-time
that's
drummer
right.
kind of thing?
Yeah. So we're 3-piece at the moment. Lockie, he's usually our rhythm guitarist, but he's drumming for us when we don't have a drummer. Just
Yeah.
go one guitar.
Yep.
Chris is on the bass.
That's what happens when you can play more than one instrument. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. They force you to do the one. Yeah.
Well, what about you? Should be all three.
Yeah, I need to clone myself
We don't
somehow.
have that kind of technology available.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, you know. Just get on stage and standard stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the future, fella?
Well, at the moment, this year there will be a new album out at some point. It's pretty much done. Just have to do some final stuff on that. And but more importantly, we do have a special announcement. That's why we are here. Would you like to hear it?
Far away.
So at the moment, we're just gigging under my name, James Van Hest, because I think I was a bit lazy. Didn't really put too much thought into a band name.
He wrote the whole thing.
Yeah, I wrote all the stuff, so I was like, oh, we'll
Fair
just do
enough.
it that way. But so as of tomorrow/Sunday, we will be under a brand new band name. Everything, all the socials will be under a new name. Lockie, would you like to tell them?
We are officially going to be called No Bull.
Yes.
Noble.
No
Yeah.
Bull.
Oh, No
Two
Bull.
words.
Oh,
no Bull.
Yeah.
No Bull, which is a famous
Short for, we can say
ACDC,
that here.
ACDC concert in Spain.
That's right,
Which was
yes.
In a Matador Arena.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
excellent
exactly
DVD.
that's
Yes.
exactly where I got the name from.
No Bull.
Me and Chris were in my room and I'm sitting on the table, as you do, not on the chair, you know. And I look up and I see this poster there because we were tossing around names for a
Trying to
couple of
figure it
days
out,
and
yeah.
everything was like, I'm not sure. And I just looked up at the poster and read No Bull and I went, that's it. You know what I mean? I saw that. I was like, it's short. It puts the message across, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's short for something, but we...
It's funny when you're
know?
bouncing around band names and then but you know it when you find the right one you just know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike us in our first band, we went through about 3 or 4 names before we settled on.
Well,
Oh, yes. I don't want to mention what the previous names were.
No,
but-
that's
that's all right.
So tell us about your gear, fellas. What axes and rigs are you guys using? I'll start. I got a BC Ridge bass with Damasio pickups, GHS Boomer strings, and a Hartke 250 plus 250 rig.
Nice.
So
Nice.
That's my favourite.
That's wicked.
So go,
pretty
fellas. What do you reckon?
Lockie,
Well, I'm currently playing a Gretsch. It's a Gretsch Electromatic Jet. So it's basically a copy of Malcolm's guitar.
Yep.
And I'm playing through a JCM 900. No pedals, just guitar, cable, amp.
yeah.
Right.
It's a white one as well, so it looks really nice.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of valve drive there, mate.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All it is volume.
That's pretty much it.
And Chris?
Well, I have just an old Squire bass, precision bass. I think it's
Yeah.
nothing fancy. It just does the job. I
When-
do have,
When he got it, the neck was like at a
Man, it
90-degree
was so
angle, you know?
bad.
Ah, yeah.
but it's the player. It's not so much the instrument. It does help, but
And what
But
strings you
anyway.
using, mate?
what strings am I using? Good question. I feel like I'm in school and they're asking me.
Can't remember the
I'm a
string.
bass player, mate.
But you got your amp, it's an Ampeg.
I
What is
do
it?
have an Ampeg. It's an It's an RTX. It's an
It's a BA 105, I think it is.
yes.
Okay.
It's a brand new Ampeg
like-
and it sounds pretty good.
It's
Yeah, it sounds
super light. You
awesome.
pick it up with one arm, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Do you put much drive on the bass at all, or do you
Actually,
keep it
no.
clean?
Actually, no. It does like the amp does have the function, but not really. These guys they do the job, so
Yeah, it's
have the
pretty
drive.
pretty clean and sort of bouncy kind of, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And
and then,
yourself, James, let me guess, SG and a JCM.
well, I don't actually play for a JCM, but yeah, got a couple of SGs, Epiphones, because I can't afford a Gibson. They're too expensive. But Epiphones are great, you know. You got the same neck shapes and the same pickups in most of them. But the amp head that I'm running is MG 100 HCFX. So it's got a whole bunch of built-in effects that I don't use. I just have pretty much everything set to 3 and the volume on 10, you know.
Yeah.
So, and that's
Okay.
about it. Yeah.
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 Nice. And what sort of responses you getting from the gigs? Good feedback? From
Oh,
the
it's
crowds?
always good. The crowds
Yeah.
are always good.
Excellent.
I mean, it's the classic Aussie pub crowd, you know? Everyone loves it.
Brilliant.
It's rock and roll. I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't love it?
Absolutely. So we'll start with you, Lockie.
Yeah.
What have been your musical influences?
Well, starting, I mean, I was originally a drummer, so drumming is kind of where my heart's at. And then I grew up on ACDC from my dad, and then my mum introduced me to Michael Jackson and Guns N' Roses, all of those bands. She was into Skid Row, all of those sort of 80s bands. Yeah, but AC/DC was just that one band that stuck with me. You know, I can remember driving when I was a young fella with my dad in the car, and he'd be blasting, you know, Black Ice and the live
Yes,
albums. And
nice.
it was just what I grew up on.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, are you there? How about you, Chris?
Well, my dad introduced me to Queen to begin with, and then Kiss. But then just sitting down on the computer, just trying to find music, I found the Scorpions.
Oh, yeah.
And when I heard rock You Like a Hurricane, I was like, this is something else. And then later on, I went into a whole rabbit hole. And then I found Black Eyes and just AC/DC. And I thought, this is the greatest thing I ever heard in my life. Then I went into the whole Bon Scott and all the albums, really. And I was like, yeah, this is it for me. But
Excellent.
like, yeah, for me, it's like AC/DC, The Scorpion. I like Wasp. I like
Motorhead.
Motorhead a lot. Lemmy.
Rest in
Of
peace.
course. That's about it.
Excellent. And we know all about you, James.
Yes,
Hacker.
that's
I
right.
think James is into the Angels.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I have to play some rhythm guitars for some Angels gigs, but that's just an extra thing, you know.
Gotcha. And so how did
Pay the
you guys get together?
Well, I met Chris when I was busking one day at Circular Quay, and you just saw me on Instagram, I think.
Yeah, I think I spotted you. You came up on a suggested reel because, you know, AC/DC.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, this guy can play. And then we just started talking. And I remember you being like, oh, you know, I want to start playing my original stuff with a band. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember I said, could you come down one day when I'm in the city? He was like, oh, I'll try. And then his parents came up one day.
my
and they were
parents rocked up and I didn't.
like, yeah, they turned to my mum. When my mum was there, they were like, oh, our son's in a band with your son. And my mum's like, no, he's not. Because they hadn't told me, mum, that I had met Lockie and all of that yet. So, but yeah, then one day just came over and we just played a whole bunch of AC/DC songs together. So, and that was it, really.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Excellent.
Also, I'm glad you actually filming this, fellas, so that people can actually see what you wear if they look at it on social media. Because when you guys arrived and I walked out, I thought I was looking into a mirror that took me back 20 years.
20, try 30.
Probably about 30 years. But, fantastic. With the leather, black jeans, we've got Motorhead T-shirts, ACDC T-shirts,
That's
all
the
looking
way.
very flash, mate. And great looking long hair as well, mate.
Yes.
It's hard work. What do you use, the Pantene VO5 for the conditioner?
Oh, I don't even know what I'm using.
Mate, I'm on that.
With
I'm on
that,
that.
I can tell you about.
just an-
Yeah, he's
forget,
always.
forget the gear. I'll tell you about my shampoo.
Yeah, he's always making sure his hair looks good. Mine always needs to be brushed.
And you were mentioned before about looking at bringing it out on the album.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, the next one is already done because I recorded it all pretty much last year. So it's all still me on there doing all the writing, but it'll come out under the name No Bull. So, and all the stuff that's currently out at the moment, that's going to be re-released under the name No Bull. So it'll be the same exact stuff. You just have to search for No Bull or No Bull Band.
Yeah.
Awesome. And how many songs you looking at putting on the album?
The next one's got 11 songs on it.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, it's well, we used to do originals and covers, and it's great doing covers, and the
Yeah.
crowd get into it and all that sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
originals is really that's your long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In the beginning,
Exactly.
you kind of have to do it just to bring in the audience because it works.
Absolutely.
But eventually, if you want to make it, then
Yeah,
original
all
is
the
the way.
time when we're playing gigs and we'll be doing the original stuff, and people are sort of bopping their head as soon as we play an ACDC tune, and everyone from every other room comes in. You
Yeah.
know, and
It's-
it could be something that's it doesn't have to be like a whole lot of Rosie. It could be like Stiff Upper Lip. You know, something that's not like the biggest hit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely like we'll play a gig mostly originals, and then you can kind of see the crowd start to lower their heads a bit and get a bit dissociated, and then as soon as we throw out something ACDC, everyone wakes back up again and goes,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, but
they're playing.
you do get those good gigs where you're playing a song and then they've obviously never heard it and they start singing the chorus and it's like that's one of the
That's
best
a good
feelings.
feeling.
Yeah, it's so rewarding.
Even the great ones suffer the same thing. I was at the Paul McCartney concert when he was in Sydney, and he's playing the classics and some old Beatles songs and whatever else, and the audience is going nuts. He plays one off the new album, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
It is kind of hard to get people into new things in general. It's like, when it's good. And I think we're doing a pretty good job and the music is pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to go out there and present it to people and
Yeah, you got to stick it right in front of them.
and put it on a show as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just
Yeah.
the music. And I think we're pretty good at that. James is really good at that. He wants me to keep up
Yeah.
and I'm a bit older.
Yeah, I'm always
James is
But,
the showman.
yeah,
Yes.
you see videos of me on our socials and like my neck is going like this,
Yeah.
and I watch it back. I'm like, how is my neck not sore the next day?
Yeah, I've been there, done that, mate. It might catch up to you when you're
yeah, I'm a bit nervous about that because I'm
when you're
still.
approaching 60. You'll think, oh no, I can headbang forever, mate. When you get a little bit older, you're like, oh, hang on, what's that on my neck? Oh.
But the way I see it is if Angus can keep doing it at his age, I can do it as long as he could do it.
Yeah.
So
I must admit, I through the week when I was in bands, I would actually keep my neck exercised by headbanging constantly because, as you know, if you haven't done it for a while and then you go doing it,
yeah.
the next day, man, it is
Yeah.
murder.
It's like the old Batman when he couldn't turn his neck because his mask was too stiff.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I used to always headbang in rehearsals.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
yeah.
Yeah, rehearse everything. The
Otherwise,
most,
when you play the gig on the weekend,
Yeah.
you wake up the next morning and you won't be able to move your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to practice how you're going to play it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
practice the song.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. So, any how like when you're looking at bringing the album out yet, or just still in the?
well, I'm waiting on some gear to come in, some new drum cymbals because they're going to sound great. I'm getting them off Lockie.
Yes.
So
Yes.
but yeah, as soon as that comes in, I'll book some studio time because the drums is the only thing that's got to be finished. So all the guitars, all the vocals, everything's done. It's just got to record the drums, get it mixed, mastered, all that stuff, and then put it out as soon as it can get put out. But I hopefully can get it out in June or even better before then. So. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Well, make sure you let us know when it comes out, mate.
Yes,
and,
of course.
We'd be more than happy to play some songs on here.
Well, maybe we'll come back before it comes out and give you some songs to play before it's out.
That
Yeah.
sounds
As a
fantastic.
little exclusive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, mate, guys, it was really nice to meet you, Chris and Lockie, you guys, and it's great to see you again, James. And
all right.
thanks so much for coming in tonight and announcing
having us.
your new band's name, No Bull.
Yeah.
Yes. So for those who are listening, they will be the first to know because it's not. We haven't put it out there until now.
No one knows.
Oh, brilliant.
This
Well,
is the unveiling.
Yes.
We
Yes.
feel we're very honoured, so thanks very much, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
guys.
Okay,
Thank you.
James, we're going to go out with one of the originals, mate. Take us away.
This is a song. I want to see somebody headbang. It's called "Bullet in the Back."
Awesome, guys.
Thank you.
Well,